And we welcome you to Madison Square Garden here in Manhattan. We have another edition of the 2025-2026 season playthrough. We're still in the NBA playoffs of Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals featuring the Detroit Pistons at the New York Knicks. The Knicks won a close one, 108-103 in Game 1, and are looking to try to go up 2-0 here as we look at the starting lineups for the Pistons. Cunningham, Ivy, Asar Thompson, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren. And then for the Knicks, we got Jalen Brunson, who had 28 points in that win against the Game 1 win against the Pistons, followed by Mikael, Bridges, Jordan Clarkson, Josh Hart, and Karl Anthony Towns, the only player that had a double-double in Game 1 with 19 points and 19 rebounds. And we are underway here as the Knicks will win the opening tip. As I said, they lead the series 1-0. After a very tightly contested game, they led by as many as 11, but the Pistons hung on in there. They had a brief 1-point lead. They see Karl Anthony Towns with a slam dunk, getting the first 2 points of the game. See Cade Cunningham holding on to it right now, 15 on the shot clock. Cunningham had 41 points in defeat. Big part of the reason why I think the Pistons hung in there is Asar Thompson with the bucket, and we are tied at 2. Cade Cunningham, 35%. His assist percentage is at 35%. I see Karl Anthony Towns with it here, 12 on the shot clock. Towns puts a shot up that hits off the backboard. That's in. 1 minute into the game, and it's 4-2 Knicks. In 3 games this season against the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns has averaged 26 points a game exactly. Cade Cunningham from inside, and he picks up where he left off in Game 1. He only averaged 28.6 points a game this season, but he had 41 in his playoff debut, or in his debut for this year's playoffs, because he did have a playoff series last year when these two teams met up, where the Knicks won in 6. You see Jalen Brunson getting the points on this time at 6-4 Knicks. Cunningham holding on to it right now. He's coming through. 7 on the shot clock here. 5 on the shot clock now. As they hand it over to Jaden Ivey. Ivey from deep. I believe that was 3-pointer. No good. Brunson getting the rebound. Mikael Bridges holding on to it right now over to Jalen Brunson. We got 10 on the shot clock here. The Knicks up by 2 early on. And there's 3-pointer. That is no good. Jalen Duren grabbing a rebound. Tobias Harris handing it over to Jaden Ivey. Ivey coming around with the layup. That's in there, and we are tied at 6. Ivey with 17.4 points on average this season. 5.1 assists per game as well. Shot 47% from the field this season. As we see Brunson right at the point. Coming around, Brunson will get the shot up. That's no good. Cade Cunningham grabbing a rebound here. As we are 3 minutes into this game, we are tied at 6. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals as Jalen Duren with the slam dunk. He had 8 points and 15 rebounds in Game 1 in the loss. And he puts the Pistons on top by 2. Largest lead of the series. As you see Bridges for 3. That's no good. Duren will grab the rebound. Thompson with it. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham for 3. No good. Bridges will grab the rebound. Asar Thompson's brother, Amon Thompson, for the Houston Rockets. They are in the middle of a dogfight of a series right now. Both teams split the first 2 games in Houston. So they head back to Denver for Game 3 as Karl Anthony Towns, who averaged 23.1 points a game, he has tied the game at 8 here. As you hear the defense chants here at Madison Square Garden, the famous defense sound and chants. Cunningham holding on to it right now, coming back inside. Dishes it over to Jaden Ivey. 8 on the shot clock. Ivey coming around. He'll put the shot up, and that is off the backboard and in. And the Pistons on top by 2 again. Pistons shooting 5 of 7. The Knicks 4 of 7 early on here. As we're approaching 4.5 minutes into the first quarter. Brogdon for 3. Or no, that was Brunson for 3. Never mind. Brogdon is on the bench. Cunningham from inside the paint. That's in there. Cade Cunningham putting the Pistons up by 4. Brunson crossing the half-court line. This is back over to Josh Hart. Over to Jalen Brunson. 9 on the shot clock. Brunson coming around. He'll hit the layup. That's in there. That's no good. Up, no good. Cunningham grabbing the rebound here. Brunson 2 points on 1 of 4 shooting and 1 rebound. Ivy dishes it back over to Cunningham. Cunningham shots up. No good. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Got Jalen Brunson. 4-3. No good. And Asar Thompson will grab the rebound. Here the defense chance here. 12-8, the Pistons on top here. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals. The Knicks leading the series 1-0. The Pistons looking to try to head back to Detroit, tied at 1. Harris over to Ivy. Ivy for 3, no good. Just as the shot clock expired. Is it over to Josh Hart? Hart almost stepped out of bounds for a second, but he'll get the shot. That's off the backboard, and that's in, and the Knicks within 2 as we are over halfway through the first quarter now. If the commentary for this game is on, you have Kevin Harlan on the call. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham, that shot is in. And it's a 4-point lead again for the Pistons. Timeout, Knicks. We got 5:31 to play in the first. The Pistons leading at 14-10. We're going to take a timeout as well. Coming out of the timeout here, let's look at the lineup set for the Knicks here. So we got McBride and Bridges. So McBride is coming in, I think, from the shooting guard position. Bridges is going to small forward, and Clarkson, I think, is going to the bench. And there is Mikael Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson for 3. That's in there. Coming out of timeout. Quick 3. A well-needed 3 as Brunson averaged 24.3 points here at the Garden this regular season. He had 28 in Game 1 victory. He gets 3 huge early points there. Cade Cunningham. Cunningham continuing to have a good start to this game. As I said, he had 41. Over to Josh Hart. Hart back over to Brunson. Brunson for 3, and we are tied. Jalen Brunson, back-to-back 3s. We are all tied at 16. 4:40 to play here in the first. This game coming to you from Madison Square Garden in the Big Apple. As Jalen Duren will get the bucket in there, and the Pistons are on top by 2. If you like I'm Vinny from vdubproductions. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications when videos do come out. And also, don't forget to, there is a link to my Cash App in the description down below. As Brunson for 3! He drains it again. Back-to-back-to-back 3s for Jalen Brunson. And the Knicks are on top by 1 again. As the Ivy for 3. No good. Towns with the rebound. Brunson with it. He's been on fire, hitting his last 3 3-pointers there. Josh Hart, give over to Brunson. Brunson, he's on fire. He'll miss this time. As I said, the link in the description down below to my Cash App. You do not have to donate to my Cash App in order to enjoy my content, but donation is very much appreciated if you are able to support this channel financially. But watching this video and also subscribing helps this channel out a lot. McBride has it right now. 15 on the shot clock. Back over to Bridges. McBride for 3. No good. Thompson grabbing the rebound. Approaching the game's quarter's final 3 points as McBride will come down with the steal off of that careless turnover. See McBride handing it over to Hart, and Hart's going to go to the line for 2 as Tobias Harris calls for the first personal foul. That is the Pistons' first team foul. Again, the 2025-2026 season playthrough is in the middle of the NBA playoffs here. After tonight, the Eastern Conference will complete the first 2 games each. So the series will shift in the series here as we look at the scoring breakdown. 3 3-pointers made, all by Jalen Brunson, and 13 points off of assists here. As the first one is made, we're going to look at some substitutions by the Detroit Pistons here. Duncan Robinson and Isaiah Stewart coming into the game. And for the New York Knicks, Malcolm Brogdon checks into the game. Hart will sink them both. 3-point lead for the Knicks, their largest to this point. The Pistons had as big of a lead as 4. A little bit of a back and forth game 1 here. I mean, this was a close game in game 1. But it seems like both teams are having a little bit of back and forth with the lead. As you see, that's a miss by Jaden Ivey as Josh Hart with it. Ivey with 4 points and 2 assists on 2 of 7 shooting. Karl Anthony Towns is back over to Bridges. Bridges for 3. No good. Jaden Ivey with the rebound. 2:13 to play in the first. Ivey dishing it back over to Robinson. Back over to Isaiah Stewart. 14 on the shot clock. Jalen Duren with it here. 8 on the shot clock and 2 to play in the first quarter. Duncan Robinson for 3, and we are tied at 21. Brogdon holding on to it right now to Mikael Bridges. Bridges, he'll shoot the 3. That is in and out. Stewart with the rebound. Cade Cunningham coming around, dishing it back over to Robinson. Robinson for 3. He drains back-to-back 3s, and the Pistons are on top by 3 again. Minute 20 to play in the first. 24-21, Pistons on top. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals. The Knicks leading the series 1-0, and Karl Anthony Towns with a 3. The big man can shoot the 3, and we are tied at 24 again. Cunningham dishes it back over to Jaden Ivey. Under a minute to play here in the first. Ivey coming around. Dishes it back over to Stewart, over to Cunningham. Back over to Robinson. Robinson over to Cunningham. Back over to Robinson. Robinson for 3. That's in there. Duncan Robinson. Back-to-back-to-back 3s on 3 straight trips. And the Pistons are on top by 3 once again. Bridges coming around. Dishes it back over to Hart. Hart for 3. That's in there. And we are tied at 27. Final 30 seconds to play in the first. Duren coming around with a slam dunk of his own. And the Pistons on top by 2 again. I believe that's Cunningham with the assist there. Under 30 seconds to play in the first now. Back over to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns back to Bridges. Feeds Brogdon. Brogdon holding on to it. 10 on the shot clock, though. Bridges with a shot up. No good. Duren grabs the rebound. Shot clock turned off. 7 seconds to play in the first. Okay, Cunningham coming around. Dishes over to Robinson. Robinson. And will that count? There's an official review. We'll see how it goes. Duncan Robinson, let's see. Yo, he got it off in time. He got it off in time. Looks like from that angle, he got it off in time. And a basket will count. Duncan Robinson with 11 points in that last stretch. As we head to the end of the first quarter here, the Pistons leading it 31-27. We'll be back here, Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals series. You're watching the NBA playoffs here on VDub Productions. We'll be back to start the second. Get ready to start the second quarter here. We see Reed Sasser out onto the lineup now, or Sasser out in the court now, followed by Robinson. Stewart still out on the court as well. As we see Sasser. Sasser with a jump shot, no good. Bridges will get the rebound, so we have George Niang, Bridges, McBride, Brogdon, and Yabusele. So yeah, it's Sasser, Robinson, Reed, Holland. All right, that was the name I couldn't get, and Stewart. So we had the lineup sets for both teams. Sasser coming around, No good. Bridges will grab the rebound. Over to McBride. McBride with the layup. That's in there. And the Knicks are within 2 here. The Pistons shooting 14 of 23. The Knicks 11 of 23. Marcus Sasser. They shoot it back over to Duncan Robinson. Robinson for 3. No good. Yabusele will grab the rebound. McBride holding on to it right now. Gorilla to Bridges. Bridges for 3. No good. Stewart grabbing a rebound. Over to Holland. Holland back over to Sasser. Back over to Stewart to Robinson. Had 11 points in that first quarter. All 11 of those points, I think, came back in 4 straight possessions. That ended the quarter here as Niang will grab the rebound. Bridges coming around. That's in there, and we are tied at 31. As we're approaching 2 minutes into the second quarter. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals. The Knicks leading the series 1-0. This has been a highly contested Game 2 so far in the very first 14 minutes of the game, and it was highly contested, by the way, in game number 1. Knicks won that game 108-103. And there, I think that's Brogdon for 3, no good, though. Reed will get the rebound here. Sasser with it. 2.5 gone here in the second quarter. Stewart with it, 10 on the shot clock. Niang will miss that one. Or no, that wasn't Niang. Niang got the rebound. McBride coming around. He'll get the shot up, no good. Duncan Robinson with the rebound. No points at 2:50 for the... So that was basically no points so far to start the quarter. As you see, Stewart for 3. No good. Brogdon grabbing a rebound. Over to Yabusele. Malcolm Brogdon coming around. Over to Bridges. Bridges for 3. That's in there. Mikael Bridges putting the Knicks on top. 34-31. Starting the quarter off on a 7-0 run. Timeout, Pistons. We're going to take one as well with 8:27 to play in the second. You're watching NBA playoffs on vdubproductions. All right, coming out of the break here, let's look at the Piston lineup set. Cunningham, Robinson, Thompson, Harris and Stewart. And then for the Knicks, we got Yabusele, Towns. Let me see. I couldn't really get to that one. Trying to look through the scoreboard because they had the more up-to-date as Thompson checks back into the game. Isaiah Stewart still out on the court. Same with Duncan Robinson. Over to Tobias Harris now, 8 on the shot clock. Harris for 3. No good. Karl Anthony Towns with a rebound. So it's Towns, Brogdon. See Towns once again coming around. That's no good. Harris will get the rebound here as we're over 4 minutes into the second quarter. Isaiah Stewart to Cunningham. Over to Harris for 3. No good. Karl Anthony Towns with a rebound. Jordan Clarkson checks back into the game as well. Clarkson, Towns, Yabusele, Brogdon. As you see, there's a jumper right there. No good. Stewart will grab the rebound. Cunningham will have it now. Gotta watch out for Cade Cunningham. Cunningham, jump shot. No good. Yabusele will grab the rebound. Clarkson dish it over to Brogdon. Brogdon for 3. That's in there. It's a 10-0 run to start the second quarter for the New York Knicks, and they are on top by 6, their largest lead of the game. Timeout, Pistons. We're going to take another one as well with 6:58 to play in the second quarter. The Knicks up by 6. Coming out of timeout here, and the Knicks leading it by 6. Green is coming into the game now for the Pistons. Checks into the game for the Pistons now and for the Knicks. Brunson coming back into the game. First time we'll see him in the second quarter here. 10-0 run in the first 5 minutes and 2 seconds to start the second quarter for the Knicks. Leading it by 6. Here the defense chants Jalen Duren. Over to Tobias Harris for three, and that will end the drought for the Pistons. Brunson holding on to it right now. He has, and there is a illegal screen called against Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first personal foul. For no team fouls, actually, since it was on the offensive end, as both teams have committed one turnover to this point. Cunningham. As we look at it right now, for turnover-wise, here, as Thompson will keep it. Asar Thompson, and they go to the line, and one. Count it. Michael Bridges called for the first personal foul. So I was looking over at the turnovers. Both teams, I think, the Pistons only had 4 turnovers. The Knicks only turned it over once in game 1. But and one opportunity for Asar Thompson. As I said, his brother Amin Thompson in the middle of a playoff series himself in the first round with the Houston Rockets. Their series against the Nuggets even at 1, as Thompson will miss the free throw. Both teams only missed 1 free throw in game 1. As we're about to approach the halfway point of the second quarter here, as Brunson with a deep 2. Pistons shooting 16 of 33 compared to 15 of 32 for the Knicks. Both teams shot under 50% in total in the game 1. In fact, actually, the Pistons had the better shooting percentage at 49% compared to 48% for the Knicks. As Harris over to Thompson. Thompson for 3. That's in there. Oh, no, that's off the back iron. Thompson coming around over the Bridges. Bridges rejected by Thompson. And Thompson will control it. Now it's Cunningham with it here. 13 on the shot clock. Cunningham coming through. Jumper. That is off the front rim. Brunson has it for the Knicks. He dishes over the Bridges. Back over to Clarkson. Clarkson with the layup, and that's in. And the Knicks are on top by 5 with 5 to play until halftime. Cade Cunningham coming around now. Over to Jalen Duren. Finding it over to Tobias Harris. Harris over to Thompson. Asar Thompson for 3. That's in and out. Clarkson with the rebound. And Clarkson will lose it as Harris will come with the steal. Cunningham coming around with a layup. That's in there. Cade Cunningham with 10 points. He has 8 of them in the paint so far. Like I say, Cade Cunningham had 41 points in the game 1 loss. The big reason why the Pistons were in this game. Brunson will miss that 3. Harris with it. Back over to Duncan Robinson, who has 11 points. He had 11 points in that last couple of minutes in that first quarter, including he had to hit the buzzer beater to go up by 4 to end the quarter, as you see Towns will grab the rebound off the miss there. Brunson has it. He should over to Yabusele. Yabusele will get the Yabusele. 5-point lead again for the Knicks here. Knicks have 11 assists in this game. They had 26 in all game 1 total, as we have a Pistons timeout again. 3:33 to play in the second. We're going to take a timeout. The Knicks leading it 43-38. Coming out of the timeout here, let's look at the lineup set here. Jaden Ivey checking back in for the Pistons and for the Knicks. We got Niang, Towns, Clarkson, Brogdon, and Brunson. Is Harris, Duren, Ivey, Thompson. And I couldn't really see it. And Cunningham, I think. So those are their quick lineup sets for the Pistons as we looked at that scoreboard. Jalen Duren with his team trailing by 5, 9 on the shot clock. Back over to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham dishes over to Jalen Duren. Duren with the bucket. Jalen Duren with 8 points, matching his game 1 total. As I said, Jalen Duren is one of those players that can get you 10 to 15 or 15 to 20, 15 points, 20 rebounds. He is definitely an X factor for the series. As there you see, Brunson will miss it. Jalen Duren will grab the rebound. The Knicks out-rebounding the Pistons 22 to 20 right now. As I said, the Knicks had a total of 46 rebounds, 3 of them on the offensive end. Cunningham coming around with a layup. That's in there. 12 points for Cade Cunningham, and the Pistons within 1, as I said. I keep repeating, he had 41 in game 1, and that was a big reason why the Pistons were in this game. Brunson coming around. That is in there. Jalen Brunson putting the Knicks up by 3 again. This game coming to you from Madison Square Garden in Big Apple here. This is game 2 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals here on the 2025-26 season playthrough. I am Vinny from vdubproductions as Ivy's going to go to the line for 1. 3-point opportunity coming up. Let me see. Bridges coming back and Josh Hart coming into the game now. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. As you see, Jaden Ivey getting ready to shoot the free throw here to try to tie this game. And he sinks it, and we are tied at 45. And also, if you look at the description down below, there will be a link to my Cash App, as well as where you can follow me on social media. Remember, it is not required to donate to my Cash App to enjoy my content, but if you feel inclined to support me financially, it is appreciated, any amount. Brunson coming around with a layup. That's in there. We are tied at 2. Or no, the Knicks are on top by 2, I should say. Minute 19 to play in the second quarter. And this highly contested game 2. Thompson for 3. That's in there. And the Pistons regain the lead. They're up 48-47. And they're Brogdon for 3. That's in there. Or no, that's Brunson. Never mind. Jalen Brunson with 20 points. He had 28 in all of game 1. 8 of 15 shooting, 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. Cunningham coming around. That shot is in there, and we are tied at 50. Brunson thought about shooting it, but he dishes over to Hart. Back over to Karl Anthony Towns for 3. Off the back iron. Thompson will grab the rebound here under 30 seconds of play in the second. 19 on the shot clock. Cunningham back to Thompson. 10 on the shot clock. Ivy for 3. No good. That's off the front rim, and the shot clock is turned off with Brunson grabbing the rebound. Hart with it. She did over Clarkson. Clarkson for 3. No good. Cunningham will grab the rebound. 2-1. Harris for 3. No good. And that's how we're in the first half. At the end of the first half, we are where we started. Tied 50-50 here at game 2 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals between the Pistons and the Knicks. We are going to take you to the halftime report. We will see you in the second half, as we see some sucker thinking he's going to win $10,000. And he fails like expected. See you guys in the second half. Get ready to start the second half here in the Big Apple here. We look at Jalen Brunson leading the Knicks with 20 points. I believe he has the game high. As I said, he had a stretch where I think 3 straight trips he hit 3-pointers. Big part of his 20-point performance so far in that first half here. As we see Cunningham taking the inbound. He has 14 points leading the Pistons. Brunson, Bridges, Towns, Clarkson, and Hart out on the court. And for Cunningham, Ivy, Asar Thompson, Tobias Harrison, Jalen Duren. As Cunningham with 16 points now, first 2 points of the game of the second half, puts the Pistons on top by 2. Towns for 3. That's in there, and the Knicks are on top once again. Cat had 9 points, now make it 12. 9 in that first half plus that 3. Jaden Ivey. Here the defense chance. Cunningham for 3. That's in there. He now has 19, and the Pistons are on top by 2. And there's a slam dunk by Karl Anthony Towns. That's 14 points for him. We are tied at 55 again. I got to tell you, this is not your typical 8 seed for the Pistons. They are a lot better in real life, by the way, than they are in this season playthrough here. As you see Cunningham coming around. Cunningham, he's going to go to the line. He'll shoot 2, though. Brunson called for his first personal foul. Cunningham has scored all 5 points. Same with Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. Again, this is game 2 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals series between the Knicks and the Pistons. The top seeded Knicks leading the series 1-0. And a hard-fought 5-point win. Cunningham will hit the first one. Make that 20 now in the game for him. This is where you're going to start heating up and come close to maybe getting his 41-point, matching his 41-point total for the first quarter. Or for game 1. See Cunningham. We'll sing them both. That's 21 for him. And the Pistons on top by 2 again. Karl Anthony Towns. He has 14. He scored the only points for the Knicks here in the third quarter. Dishes over to Brunson. Brunson for 3. No good. Jalen Duren grabbing a rebound. Over to Asar Thompson. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham with the bucket. It's a 4-point lead for the Pistons again. That's 23 for him. He has scored the first 9 points in the third quarter for the Pistons. Hart. Shit over to Brunson. Brunson for 3. No good. Jaden Ivey grabbing a rebound. Cade Cunningham coming around. The Jaden Ivey back to Tobias Harris. Harris coming around with a layup attempt. No good. Mikael Bridges with the rebound. Tobias Harris only has 3 points and 1 steal on 1 of 4 shooting. That's no good, and that is a loose ball foul called against Karl Anthony Towns. That's the second personal foul. First team foul called against the Knicks. That's the Pistons with it as Cunningham has it. His team up by 4, trying to send this thing back to Detroit, tied at 1. We already have 3 series that are guaranteed to go to a game 5. Yeah, Harris, that's an offensive rebound by Thompson, and Harris will get the bucket. The first person not named Cade Cunningham to score in the second half. 6-point lead for the Pistons. I believe that's their largest. I believe no team has led by more than 6. As Clarkson for 3. That's no good. Jaden Ivey with the rebound. Over 3 minutes into the third quarter. 61-55. Pistons on top. Ivey holding on to it right now here. 10 on the shot clock. Ivey for 3. No good. Bridges grabbing the rebound. Got Mikael Bridges. Bridges. Jump shot inside the paint. No good. Jalen Duren grabbing the rebound. Cade Cunningham with it. Crossing the half-court line. 8:20 to play here in this third quarter. Ivey for 3. That's in there. It's a 9-point lead for the Pistons. Pistons up by 9. Largest lead by any team right now. Brunson, though. And that is stolen by Jalen Duren. Cade Cunningham dishes it over to Thompson. Thompson back to Cunningham. Back over to Jaden Ivey. Cunningham getting a screen for Ivey. 3. No good. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Bridges coming around. Over to Brunson. 10 points for Jaden Ivey. 4 rebounds so far. To Josh Hart. 9 on the shot clock. Hart for 3. No good. Cunningham grabbing a rebound. He has 23 in this game. Cunningham still coming around. Holding on to it right now. Being guarded by Jalen Brunson. 10 on the shot clock. Cunningham. Layup. No good. Bridges with the rebound. 9-point lead for the Pistons right now. Knicks need to get something going here. They're being outscored 14-5 right now in this third quarter. Jalen Brunson, though, 23 points. That's his first 3 of the second half. Knicks within 8. Cunningham coming around with a dunk. And it's an 8-point lead for the Pistons again. Cade Cunningham, 25 points. 11 of those coming here in the third quarter. With the 8th-seeded Pistons leading at 66-58 right now here in Game 2. Trying to send this thing back to Detroit 1-1. Harris with the rebound. Over to Thompson. Thompson back to Cunningham. Cunningham with the layup. That's in there. Cade Cunningham, 27 points. Thirteen of those, I think, here in the third quarter. Harris will grab the rebound. Over halfway through the third quarter here, 68-58. The first time any team has led by double digits. Cunningham with a slam dunk. That's 29 for him. 15 of those coming here in the third. 12-point lead for the Pistons. Brunson over to Clarkson. Brunson has it here. 5.5 to play in the third. Brunson for 3. No good. Jaden Ivey grabbing a rebound. We got Tobias Harris holding on to it right now. Dish it back over to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham over to Thompson. And Thompson! And we have a timeout called by the Knicks. 5:09 to play in the third. The Pistons blowing this game open. They lead it 72-58. We're going to take a timeout as well. Coming out of the timeout here, the Knicks lineup set. Brunson, McBride, Bridges, Hart, and Towns. So that means Clarkson's going to the bench again. Coming out of timeout here. This is coming to you from Madison Square Garden here in the Big Apple. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. As well as there is a link to my Cash App in the description down below. As I keep mentioning, it is not required for you to donate financially to enjoy my content. But if you are inclined to donate to me financially, support my channel financially, that is much appreciated. Any amount is appreciated. But also, don't forget to subscribe, and watching this video helps this channel out a lot more. It's Harris with the bucket in there. It's a 16-point lead for the Pistons. Remember, the Knicks have come back, I believe, from 17 and 19 down, as there's a three-pointer right there. So these deficits are nothing for the Knicks in watch games. 74-61, the Pistons on top. Cunningham for 3. That is in and out. Harris will get the offensive rebound, though. Duren to Cunningham for 3. No good. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Brunson coming around. They want to try to get something going here. Hart with it. Back over to Jalen Brunson. 10 on the shot clock. At 5 on the shot clock. Brunson for 3. No good. Jalen Duren will grab the rebound as Asar Thompson. There's a three-point attempt right there. That's in there. The Pistons up by 17 or 16 again. I think Asar Thompson had the assist on that three-pointer. Brunson Holding on to it right now. 5 on the shot clock. He'll lose that one as Jalen Duren will come up with the steal. Thompson. Dishing it back over to Tobias Harris. Harris for 3. That's in there. Tobias Harris, and the Pistons up by 19. See Tobias Harris, and you see Duncan Robinson getting ready to check into the game. Brunson will miss that one. Harris will grab the rebound for the Pistons. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham with the layup. That's in there. I believe that's 31 for him. He has 17 in this third quarter. And the Pistons leading it by 21 now. This was a highly contested first half. You see Brunson coming around. He's going to go to the line shooting 2. Cade Cunningham called for his first personal foul, first team foul. Look at the scoring breakdown. Points in the paint for the Pistons, 48 and 56 points off of assists. That's a recipe for leading this game and for winning. Brunson will make the first one. Bunch of substitutions here. Cunningham and Ivy stay in the game. Robinson, Holland, and I believe that's Reed coming in now. And let's see here. We had Niang and Yabasil coming into the game, checking into the game for the Knicks. Holland will inbound into Duncan Robinson. 19-point lead for the Pistons right now. Cade Cunningham with it, as I said, at 31 points. Dishing it over to Stewart. Stewart dishing it back over to Holland. Back over to Robinson. Robinson for 3. Right as the shot clock expired. That's another 3-pointer for Duncan Robinson. I believe that's 14 for him in this game off the bench. 22-point lead for the Detroit Pistons. Brunson for 3. No good. Stewart grabbing the rebound here as we got 90 seconds to play in the third. Holland coming around the slam dunk. Oh, man. Pistons shooting 37-66 to the Knicks 24 of 60. This Pistons team has been scrappy all series. They did not let the Knicks run away in game 1. And you see Brunson with the bucket there. He has 27. He had 28 in all of game 1. In total game 1. Ivy for 3. No good. Bridges with the rebound. Under a minute to play here in the third. 22-point lead. Brunson over to Bridges. Back over to Yabasil. Yabasil with a slam dunk. It's a 20-point game. 43.4 to play in the third. Jaden Ivey. Dishing it over to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham dishes it back over to Ivey. 7 on the shot clock. 5 on the shot clock. Jaden Ivey. Jump shot. No good. McBride with the rebound. Shot clock turned off. The Knicks will inbound it to start the fourth quarter here. That's a miss right there for Stewart. Will get the rebound. Cunningham has it. 8 on the shot clock. Over to Ivy. Back over to Holland. Holland will get the shot up. That's in there. It's a 22-point lead again. Inbounding it over to Brunson. Brunson from half court. No good. Off the front rim, and that will do it for the third quarter here. The Pistons blowing it open here. They outscore the Knicks 39-17, and they are up 89-67 as we head to the fourth quarter. You're watching the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals here on VDub Productions. We got the State Farm assist of the game as we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. State Farm, a sponsor of NBA 2K, but not on my channel here, as we have Clarkson will inbound into Malcolm Brogdon. So it's Clarkson, Brogdon, Karl Anthony Towns, McBride out there to start the fourth quarter. So we got Cunningham, Stewart, Reed, Holland, and Robinson. That's the lineup set here. So Yavasil. So we have Yavasil, Brogdon, Karl Anthony Towns. Yavasil will come around, and that's in there. Or Yavasil. Or Yavasili. 23-point lead for the Pistons here in Game 2. They are looking to send this series back to Detroit, tied at 1. And there's a three-point attempt. No good. Yavasili with the rebound. Brogdon with it. Over to Clarkson. Clarkson for three. No good. Cunningham grabbing a rebound. Cunningham dish it over to Stewart. Isaiah Stewart with the slam dunk. Cunningham getting the assist there. The Pistons shooting 56%. They only shot 49% in Game 1. The Knicks, who shot 48% in Game 1, only at 41%. A minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Karl Anthony Towns will miss that one. Cade Cunningham grabbing the rebound. 25-point lead for the Pistons. Back over to Cunningham. Cunningham to Robinson. 8 on the shot clock. Back over to Holland. Holland, jumper, good. 27-point lead. And it's a quiet Madison Square Garden. Towns for three, no good. Cunningham will grab the rebound. Well, the Knicks fans, you might have to go on your app, go on your phone to Ticketmaster, whatever it is that you go through, because it looks like we're going to have a Game 5 at Madison Square Garden here. Holland with the bucket timeout. Pistons, 9:34 to play in the fourth. We're going to take a timeout. Coming out of timeout here, Pistons leading it by 29 here as Jalen Duren coming back into the game for the Pistons. And that is it for any lineup resets. 98-69 Pistons on top, and you see Mike Brown thinking, what the hell is going on here? Clarkson will take the inbound. 9.5 to play in the fourth. McBride dishes back over to Yavasili. Clarkson with it. Dishes over to Brogdon. 5 on the shot clock. Brogdon for three. That's in there. Knicks within 26. See Duncan Robinson. Cunningham. That shot is up, and that is no good. Karl Anthony Towns will grab the rebound. Over to McBride. Over to Clarkson. Clarkson for three. No good. Duncan Robinson grabbing the rebound. .15 on the shot clock. Jalen Duren will grab it. Coming around. Robinson almost lost it for a second, but Holland has it. 5 on the shot clock. Holland, jumper. No good. Towns will grab the rebound. Malcolm Brogdon. She's over to McBride. McBride, jump shot. That's in there. It's a 24-point game now. Stewart coming around. That layup is no good. Yavasili will grab it as Clarkson has it. Over to Malcolm Brogdon. Jordan Clarkson with it. Back over to Malcolm Brogdon. 8 on the shot clock. Brogdon for three. No good. Jalen Duren grabbing the rebound. Here in the fourth quarter. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals. Cunningham. Over to Robinson. Robinson from deep 2. No good. Yavasili grabbed the rebound. Over to Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson coming around with a shot. That is no good. Holland with the rebound. You got to get these points as much as you can and force some shots to miss. Cunningham. Turnaround jump shot. No good. McBride grabbing the rebound for the Knicks. Got 7 minutes to go here in the fourth. Towns for three. Deep 3. No good. Stewart grabbing the rebound. Holland has it. Ron Holland back over to Cunningham. 6:45 to play in the fourth. Robinson for three. No good. Yavasili will grab the rebound. Jordan Clarkson with it. And that is tipped over to Holland. Holland over to Cunningham, back over to Duren. Jalen Duren with the slam dunk. The Pistons reach the century mark in their lead up to 26 again. They led by as many as 29. We got Malcolm Brogdon to Karl Anthony Towns. Timeout, Pistons. We're going to take one as well with 6:12 to play in the fourth. 176 to Pistons on top. Back here at MSG here. 6:12 to play here. We look at Cunningham, Ivy, Thompson, Harris, and Duren. And for the Knicks lineup, let's see here the lineup change. So we have Brunson, Brogdon, and we cannot see that. As Duren will inbound it to Cunningham. Halfway through the fourth quarter, and the Pistons are poised to even this series. Cunningham coming around. That's in there. 33 points. 19 of them coming here in the second half. Bridges for three. No good. Harris will grab the rebound. They should have back over to Harris. Cunningham, jumper. That's in there. That's 35 for him. He had a big second half. Big part of the reason why the Pistons, I said his 41 points in game one was a big reason why they were in this game. Hart will miss that one. Well, his 35 is a big reason, especially the 21 in the second half, a big reason why they're able to blow this game open. Cunningham for three. No good. Hart will grab the rebound. 5 minutes to play here in the fourth. 104-76. Pistons on top. Porty checks into the game. Has checked into the game. Duren will grab the rebound. I believe that's Porty's first minutes of this game. There's a jump shot right there. That will not fall in. Malcolm Brogdon grabbing the rebound. 4.5 to play here in the fourth. Porty will get his first points of the game. 26-point game. Ivy with it. Coming around, Jaden Ivey. And it's back to a 28-point game again. Unless something really dramatic happens and a big comeback from the Knicks happens, we will have 2 series each in each conference going to a Game 5. In the Western Conference, it's Nuggets, Rockets, and then we have Lakers and Timberwolves are going to a 5. Bucks and Pacers are the other series. The only series right now in the Eastern Conference that's guaranteed a Game 5, as we have a 3-second violation called against the Pistons here. Substitutions coming in now. Duncan Robinson, I know, checking back in, staying with Paul Reed and Isaiah Stewart. And let's see the Knicks lineup set. Karl Anthony Towns coming back in for Porty. Brunson being guarded by Cunningham. Brunson will get the shot up, no good. Cunningham with the rebound. Holland with it. Over to Isaiah Stewart. Stewart with the assist, and it's a 28-point lead again. Stay tuned because we'll go over the player statistics for this game after the end of the game. Bridges for three, no good. Green will grab the rebound. .245 to play in the fourth. Cunningham, no good. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound as we have Josh Hart has it. Over to Jalen Brunson. And that is a foul as Cunningham called for a second personal foul. Bickerstaff not too happy with it, but your team's up by 28 with 2.5 to play. 2 shots, by the way. So we got 2.5 minutes to play in the fourth. 108-80, the Pistons on top. And it looks like we will have a Game 5 here at Madison Square Garden. First one made. Duncan Robinson coming back into the game now as Green's going to go to the bench. And for the Knicks, Bridges and Clarkson. That's the lineup set right there. 108-82 as Brunson will sink them both. .26 lead for the Pistons here. 14 on the shot clock. Cunningham dishes over to Holland. 8 on the shot clock. Holland for 3. No good. Towns will grab the rebound here as we are approaching the final 2:05 to play in the fourth. Now we have the final 1:20 to play. Brunson coming around the layup, and that's going to fall in. 31 points for Jalen Brunson. Surpasses his 28 points from game number 1. But that won't matter because the Pistons are well on their way to evening the series at 1. Over to Holland. On back to Robinson. Robinson for 3. That's in there. Duncan Robinson. 111-84. 27-point lead. The largest lead was 28. Towns dishes over to Hart. Hart for 3. That's in there. Down to the game's final 70 seconds. Robinson over to Stewart. Back to Holland. Over to Robinson. Robinson for 3. No good. Clarkson grabbing a rebound. Over to Hart. See Brunson holding on to it. 8 on the shot clock. That is no good. Stewart grabbing a rebound. 20 on the shot clock, so they do have to get one shot off. Or unless they can just hold on to it and take the shot clock violation, it's not going to really matter. Stewart coming around. That's in there. Isaiah Stewart. The Knicks definitely have to take a shot because the shot clock is still on just by a few tenths of a second. Towns for 3. No good, and that will do it. All the Pistons have to do is cross the half-court line, and they will do that. Holding on to it here. As the Detroit Pistons will force a Game 5 here at Madison Square Garden. They will return to the Little Caesars Arena, and they will leave Manhattan with the split as they head home. They win 113-87. Stay tuned for the post-game player statistics coming up. It is now time to look at the post-game player statistics. We always start off with the home team, win or lose. We start off with the New York Knicks, led by Jalen Brunson with 31 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Karl Anthony Towns with 16 points, 15 rebounds, and 1 assist. Josh Hart, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Mikael Bridges, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. He was shy of a triple-double. Malcolm Brogdon with 6 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, followed by Gershon Yabusele, 6 points, 7 rebounds, and we have Miles McBride with 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Ariel Hakporti, 4 points in only 3 minutes of play. Jordan Clarkson with 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. George Niang with 2 rebounds. Then we got Tyler Kolek, Landry Shamet, Pacomi Dadier. Dadier did not play for the New York Knicks. And now for the Detroit Pistons, led by Cade Cunningham, triple-double, 35 points, 10 rebounds, 15 assists. He also had a block in the game. Duncan Robinson, 20 points off the bench with 2 rebounds and 1 assist. Jaden Ivey, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Then we got Tobias Harris with 10 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Jalen Duren, double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Asar Thompson, 9.6 rebounds, 5 assists and a block. Ron Holland, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Then we got Isaiah Stewart with 6 points and 9 rebounds, followed by Paul Reed with 1 rebound. Javonte Green with 1 rebound. Marcus Sasser, no stats. He went 0-4 shooting in 4 minutes of play. Then we got Bobby Klintman. Chaz Lanier did not play for the Detroit Pistons. And that is it for your post-game player statistics. Next game coming up, we're back in the Western Conference here as we have game 2 between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Dallas Mavericks and the 7-2 matchup. Oklahoma City, the defending champions, held home court very well here. They defeated the Mavericks badly, 126-81. Ran the Mavericks out of the building from the beginning, and they were led by Lugan Stort with 32 points, hitting a franchise record 10 3-pointers in that game. So, yeah, Lugan Stort might be a factor, but Kyrie Irving, though, did score 34 points of his own in his own right. He did show up. He showed some grit, but it was not enough as the Mavericks fell by 45 points in Game 1. The Thunder trying to go up 2-0 before the series shifts back to Big D. That will be our next game. And that will do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new to this channel, and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. As also on the description down below, you'll see the link to my Cash App, as well as where you can follow me on social media on both X and Instagram. Do follow me there. Again, as I said again, financial support is not required for you to enjoy my content. As I said, watching this video as well as subscribing to this channel will help this channel out a lot more in the long run than donating and supporting me financially. But I do appreciate any financial support, though. I will say that. And with that, I want to remind everybody the final score of this game. The Detroit Pistons walking away with a 113-87 win over the New York Knicks. The 8th-seeded Pistons did what they needed to do and got one game at Madison Square Garden as they head back to Detroit, tied at 1. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.